Tess of the Durbeyfields is set in England during the 1870s, a period marked by the Long Depression. The novel was written by Thomas Hardy and published in 1891. Tess of the Durbeyfields is a tragic novel about fate, social injustice, and the double standards imposed on women in Victorian England. It follows the life of Tess Durbeyfield, a young woman from a poor rural family who learns that they are descendants of the once noble Durbeyfield lineage. Encouraged by her ambitious parents, Tess is sent to seek assistance from the wealthy Stoke Durbeyfields, who have assumed the aristocratic name, but have no real connection to her family. At the Durbeyfield estate, Tess meets Alec Durbeyfield, a wealthy and predatory man who takes advantage of her innocence. Though she resists his advances, he ultimately seduces her, leaving her disgraced. Tess returns home in shame and gives birth to a son, Sorrow, who dies in infancy. Isolated and burdened by her past, she resolves to start over, leaving home to work as a dairymaid at Talbot Hayes Dairy. At the dairy, Tess finds happiness and hope in Angel Clare, an idealistic and free-thinking clergyman's son, training to be a farmer. They fall in love, and Angel proposes marriage. Despite her misgivings, Tess eventually agrees, believing that honesty will strengthen their bond. On their wedding night, she confesses her past, hoping for understanding. However, Angel, despite his progressive ideas, is unable to forgive her and abandons her, leaving for Brazil to seek his fortune. Heartbroken, Tess struggles to survive, eventually returning home to her impoverished family. With Angel gone and no means of support, Tess is once again pursued by Alec Durbeyfield, who offers financial help to her desperate family. Tess initially resists but eventually submits to Alec's control, becoming his mistress out of necessity. Meanwhile, Angel, after suffering hardships in Brazil and reassessing his moral rigidity, returns to England, ready to accept Tess. When he finds her, she is living with Alec and is filled with despair over her ruined life. In a moment of rage, Tess kills Alec, believing he has destroyed her happiness. She and Angel flee, spending a few blissful days together before they are caught. Tess is arrested, tried and executed for murder. As Angel and Tess's younger sister Liza Lou watch her fate unfold, the novel ends with the sombre acknowledgement that society has condemned an innocent woman to a tragic end. Hardy's novel is a powerful critique of Victorian morality, exposing the hypocrisy and cruelty of a society that judges women harshly while excusing men's failings. Tess is portrayed as a victim of fate, male dominance, and rigid social norms. Despite her strength, resilience, and purity of heart, she is punished for circumstances beyond her control. Hardy's poetic and tragic storytelling makes Tess of the Durbeyfields one of the most poignant novels about injustice and the human condition.